Hello, my book-loving friends, and welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This is where we get to read all of our favourite books, and if you're loving reading along with Mary, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together all the time. Okay, book lovers, I've got a bit of a scary book for you today. Today, we're going to be reading a book called Solomon's Scarecrow and the Great Rescue. This book is written by Mary Koomson and illustrated by Charlotte Watkins. So if you've got Solomon's Scarecrow and the Great Rescue at home, grab it now and let's read it together. And while you're grabbing your Scarecrow book, I want to tell you a fun fact, not about scarecrows, because we've had a fun fact about scarecrows before, haven't we? Book lovers, I want to tell you a fun fact about Solomon the Scarecrow's little friend, Mr. Fox. So, book lovers, did you know that foxes are members of the dog family? That's right, foxes are just like dogs, but they are actually more like cats than dogs. Who would have thought it? So foxes are nocturnal, just like cats. And do you know what nocturnal means? It means they basically sleep in the day and wake up at night. And book lovers, there's another fun fact about foxes being just like cats as well. They can retract their claws just like cats can. So book lovers, even though foxes look a lot like dogs and they're part of the dog family, they're really similar to cats too. Who knew? Okay, book lovers, if you've grabbed your book, let's get cracking and see what Solomon the Scarecrow gets up to. A scarecrow wandered through the field one day, hoping to find a friend. He ran through the tall grass, beside a small stream, and over a hilly bend. He came to the duck pond, all splashy and wet, with 3 little ducks in a row. "Excuse me," he shouted, "will you be my friend? My name is Solomon Scarecrow." The ducks all looked at the scarecrow, full of stuffing and straw, then looked at each other and sighed. "You're too messy and scruffy and straggly for us. Please leave us alone," they cried. Oh, poor Solomon. The scarecrow wandered through his field one day, still hoping to find a friend. He walked through the tall grass beside a small stream and over the hilly bend. He came to some marshland, all squelchy and green, with one little frog, small and slow. "Excuse me," he chanted, "will you be my friend? My name is Solomon Scarecrow." The frog looked at the scarecrow, all tatty and torn, then shook his head very fast. "You're too dusty and lazy and boring for me. Now please, just walk past." That's a bit mean, isn't it? The scarecrow wandered through his field one day, still wanting to find a friend. He shuffled through the tall grass, beside a small stream, and over the hilly bend. He came to a hen house, all clucky and loud, with feathery hens on the go. "Excuse me," he muttered, "will you be my friend? My name is Solomon Scarecrow." The hens looked at the scarecrow, all mucky and drab, then looked to the ground and coughed. "You're too lonely and fearful and silent for me. Now please, go away, clear off." Poor Solomon. The scarecrow wandered through his field one day, not hoping to find a friend. He crept through the tall grass beside a small stream and over the hilly bend. Oh, poor Solomon. He looks so sad, doesn't he? A small rabbit appeared, looking startled and scared, darting from side to side. "Excuse me," he yelled. "A fox wants to eat me. Do you know where I can hide?" The Scarecrow thought quickly and opened his coat. "In here, hide in my straw." The rabbit hopped in and made himself hidden. Then the Scarecrow hid him some more. The pair hurried back, the fox hot on their tail, running past the hen house once more. "Fox, fox!" shrieked the rabbit, alarming the hens, causing panic and mayhem galore. Quick as a flash, the Scarecrow rolled up his sleeve and pulled the straw from his hat. "Quick, hens, hide in here," the brave Scarecrow invited, and they all piled in, and as they fled, the group hurried on, the fox trailing behind, and they came to the home in the swamp. "Fox, fox!" the hen screamed to the frog as he slept, and he woke with a ribbit and a stomp. The quick-thinking Scarecrow tore off one boot and gestured towards the inside. "Quick, frog, hide in here," the kind Scarecrow invited, and the frog dived in for the ride. On stumbled the Scarecrow, now starting to tire, when the duck pond came into view. "Fox, fox!" the frog croaked to the ducks as they splashed, and they made such a hullabaloo. The now frantic Scarecrow opened his coat once more and found a gap at one side. "Quick, ducks, hide in here," the helpful Scarecrow invited, and they jumped in quacking, wide-eyed. The Scarecrow moved slowly with his cargo on board, weighing him down as he went. The fox tried to follow, but found it a struggle, as he could no longer follow the scent. The Scarecrow, though wary, looked at the animals he'd saved, clambering back round the bend. "My name is Solomon Scarecrow," he whispered. "Will anyone be my friend?" "I will," hollered the frog from inside the boot. "You're brave and true and kind." "Us too," quacked the ducks, beaks poking out of the straw. "You're selfless through and through," the hens clucked excitedly from somewhere inside. "We'd be honoured to call you our friend." "You saved me," said the rabbit, big ears poking out. "Our friendship will never end." The Scarecrow smiled as he arrived back home and took up his spot on the land. The animals climbed out, one at a time, and shook our Solomon's hand. The night drew in and the friends headed home. The Scarecrow let out a big sigh. "My name is Solomon Scarecrow," he beamed, "and I'll never be lonely. Not I." The end. What a brave Scarecrow Solomon was. And that book has a really, really, really important message behind it, doesn't it? Because at first, nobody wanted to be Solomon's friend because they didn't like the way he looked, which wasn't very nice. Just because he was all tatty and torn and a scarecrow, they didn't want to be his friend. But they didn't know that Solomon would save their lives, did they? And when Solomon saved their lives, suddenly everyone wanted to be Solomon's friend. But you don't have to wait for that. You don't have to judge people just by how they look. You can be their friend anyway. Okay, book lovers, if you love that book as much as I did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together again next time. See you again next time. Bye.